In the fast-moving world of Formula One, the driver market for the 2026 season is almost entirely settled. Almost. While teams like Ferrari, Mercedes, and McLaren have had their lineups locked in for months, one major player has kept the entire paddock in suspense. Red Bull, along with its sister team, Racing Bulls, are the only two teams on the grid yet to officially confirm their full driver pairings for next year. Publicly, the reason for the delay is to maintain stability during tight championship battles. But recent reports, combined with a key piece of new evidence, suggest that a major decision has already been made behind closed doors, pointing to a significant shakeup that will see one driver promoted, one rookie debut, and one veteran left without a seat. The official story from the Red Bull camp is a simple one. Racing Bull's team principal, Alain Perrin, has stated that the organization is in no rush to make a decision. He explained that with Red Bull fighting for second place in the Constructors' Championship and Racing Bulls in a close battle for sixth, they want to avoid any distractions. Perrin even suggested that an announcement might not come until the Monday after the season finale in Abu Dhabi. However, a recent report from Germany's respected Automotor und Sport, combined with a crucial detail from the Formula 2 driver market, paints a very different picture. It suggests the 2026 lineup is already decided, and Red Bull is simply waiting for the right moment to announce it. Let's start with the senior team, Red Bull Racing. The one constant, the anchor of the entire operation, is Max Verstappen. With a contract that runs until the end of 2028, his position is secure. The big question mark has always been, who will partner him? According to the latest reports, that seat is set to be filled by Isak Hadjar. The 21-year-old Frenchman has had an impressive rookie season with Racing Bulls, consistently outperforming his teammate and even scoring a podium finish at Zandvoort. Promoting Hadjar would be a classic Red Bull move, rewarding a young driver who has proven himself in the junior team. It follows the same path that brought drivers like Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo, and Max Verstappen himself to the main team. While Hadjar's promotion has been widely expected for some time, the most compelling new evidence revolves around the future of another Red Bull junior, 18-year-old Arvid Lindblad. The British driver, who has been part of the Red Bull program since 2021, has had a solid season in Formula 2. More importantly, he has impressed the Red Bull leadership during his official F1 practice sessions. At the Mexican Grand Prix, he drove Verstappen's car in FP1 and finished in a remarkable 6th place, ahead of both of the current Racing Bulls drivers. This performance did not go unnoticed. The key piece of evidence, the detail that seems to confirm his move to F1, comes from his F2 team, Campos Racing. The team recently announced its driver lineup for the 2026 F2 season, and Arvid Lindblad's name was notably absent. In the competitive world of junior formulas, a driver of Lindblad's caliber would not simply be left without a seat. This omission strongly implies that he already has a contract signed for 2026, and the only logical place for a Red Bull junior with a super license and no F2 seat is in one of Red Bull's two F1 teams. According to the reports, Lindblad is set to join the Racing Bulls team for his Formula One debut. The report suggests that the second Racing Bulls seat will be retained by Liam Lawson. This marks a significant turnaround for the New Zealander, who started the 2025 season in the main Red Bull team alongside Max Verstappen. At the time, his demotion to Racing Bulls was seen as a major blow to his career. However, he has since put in a series of determined performances, and it appears he has done enough to convince the Red Bull management to keep him on for 2026. This would create an interesting dynamic at Racing Bulls, with the semi-experienced Lawson paired with the rookie Lindblad. This new lineup, however, means that one driver is left out, Yuki Tsunoda. According to the reports, the Japanese driver is the one who will be dropped from the Red Bull family at the end of the season. While Tsunoda has more experience than any of the other contenders, with over 100 Grand Prix starts, his results have not been consistent enough. This season, he has scored just 25 points and sits 17th in the championship. The fact that Red Bull has repeatedly passed him over for a promotion to the senior team, even when the seat was available, has always been a telling sign. It seems that the management believes he has reached his ceiling and that it is time to give new talent a chance. The report from Automotor und Sport claims that the decision to drop Tsunoda has already been made, but the team is keeping it a secret for a specific reason. They fear that if they tell Tsunoda now that he is losing his seat, he will lose motivation and stop performing. With Red Bull in a tight battle for second place in the Constructors' Championship, Every point counts. They need Verstappen to keep delivering, but they also need any bonus points that Tsunoda can bring in during the final 3 races. While 25 points in 21 races is not a strong record, those points could make the difference in such a close fight. By keeping the decision private until after the season ends, Red Bull ensures that Tsunoda continues to give his maximum effort right until the final race in Abu Dhabi. This strategy, while understandable from a team perspective, puts Tsunoda in a difficult position. He is essentially racing for his career without knowing that the decision has already been made. The reports describe him as driving with desperation, which is exactly what you would expect from someone who knows their future is on the line. Christian Horner has publicly described Tsunoda as a friend, and it is clear that this will be a difficult decision for him personally. However, as the reports note, sentiment cannot govern decision-making at this level of motorsport. For Yuki Tsunoda, the end of his Red Bull journey would be a disappointing conclusion to what has been a long association with the team. He joined the Red Bull family in 2021 and has been a consistent presence in the midfield ever since. However, in a sport as competitive as Formula One, consistency in the midfield is not always enough. The fact that Christian Horner repeatedly passed him over for a promotion to the main team, even when seats were available, suggests that the Red Bull management never saw him as a future world champion. With no other seats available on the grid for 2026, Tsunoda may have to wait until 2027 for another opportunity, if one comes at all. It is worth noting that while these reports are detailed and come from credible sources, nothing has been officially confirmed by Red Bull. The team continues to maintain that no decision has been made and that they will take their time to evaluate all options. However, the evidence is mounting. The Campos Racing announcement, the consistent reports from multiple outlets, and the logic of the situation all point to the same conclusion. Red Bull has made its decision, and the 2026 lineup is set. The only question now is when they will make it official. As the 2025 season heads into its final 3 races, all eyes will be on the Red Bull family. For Isak Hadjar, it represents the culmination of years of hard work in the junior categories. For Arvid Lindblad, it marks the beginning of what could be a promising F1 career. For Liam Lawson, it's redemption after a challenging year. And for Yuki Tsunoda, it is about racing with everything he has, even if the outcome has already been decided behind closed doors. The 2026 driver market may be almost settled, but the drama surrounding Red Bull's final decision continues to captivate the Formula One world. The situation raises broader questions about Red Bull's driver development philosophy and their reputation for ruthless decision-making. The organization has built one of motorsport's most successful junior programs, identifying talent early and providing a clear pathway to Formula One. Yet this same system demands constant performance and offers little room for sentiment. Drivers like Sebastian Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo thrived under this pressure, while others have fallen short. The reported decision to promote youth over experience reflects Red Bull's unwavering commitment to their long-term vision, even when it means making difficult choices about drivers who have given years of service to the team. Whether this approach proves correct will only be revealed on the track in 2026.